Oh, that's pretty good. That was a just. So what I truly believe and teach is that our life purpose is all about what we're here to learn.
A little doggy burger.
I think that's really adorable. Hello. There's JC and Piper. Good morning. Morning.
Good morning, Deb.
I wonder if I get donuts.
No donuts. No donuts. Because it's not your birthday.
So, Dana took our grandchild to school this morning.
I did.
And I talked to her about stopping by and getting donuts. So I wonder what kind there are.
I'm not sure. I think I'll just keep them. Do you want a donut?
Well, have I ever said no?
But it is kind of a special week.
Yeah, we have a lot of birthdays. Yeah.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should put candles in them.
Okay. All of them or just one?
I don't know, but I know this one
that looks like
is Bavarian cream, I think.
This is why I married her. Why is that? Because she knows
I know what you like.
Yep. So it's my birthday on the 25th. I'm excited about. It's the next drawer up.
Oh, thank you.
I'm really excited about this. You know, turning. I don't know, 40 maybe.
Maybe. Is that a question?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Let's add a lot more numbers to that.
How many times have you turned 40?
How many times have I been around the sun?
Look, you want a pink candle?
Sure. And both Piper and JC.
Which one do you want?
Oh, that one. JC have birthdays too. JC turned 16 in March, and Piper turned, is it 11 or 10?
I think she turns 11.
Yeah.
Oh, did he turn 16?
Yeah.
And JC's the white
Then
one.
JC's
the white one. He can't hear, but he knows. Look at, he's watching my hands.
Then she's 10, I think. Because he was 6 when I met you. But I think we should cook the doggies a treat too.
Absolutely.
I took out some buffalo meat.
But I can have my
okay for
donut,
dogs.
right, in the meantime?
We have to light it.
Well, let's. I know you want a donut too, Elizabeth.
We have a no caller ID, which usually means it's the doctor's office. But I'm not going to. They're probably saying something about my age. Here, they keep calling. Hello? Nope, I don't think so. Bye. So
Which donut
I
do
think
you
that's
want?
a scammer. You know what they're doing now with scamming?
What?
He said, I have a missed call from this number. Well, I didn't make any phone calls. But what they do now is they ask you questions to help, and then they don't ask for a credit.
You?
Yeah, they record you and use it for other things. So I think I just avoided a scammer. That's about being well informed and being a psychic.
You're so sharp for your age.
I really am. I'm a sharp tool in the shed.
I really am, she says. I really am.
I just busted a scammer.
All right. So, what's my wish? And I can't
What's your
tell.
intention for the year?
What's my intention?
Elizabeth, should I put your candle out? Are you going to blow it?
Oh, that's pretty good. That was a distance. I bet she could spit really far too.
Oh, dear Lord.
All right.
She's in rare form today.
All right. Let's see. All right.
I'm
Can't
listening.
tell you.
You can't tell me.
No, you can't tell people when you have a wish. I think I need to get a fork or knife because this.
Didn't I put a knife over there?
I think you're carrying it around.
Oh, it's right there.
If you cut the meat, though, I don't think I want to cut my donut with that. Just saying.
Did I cut the meat with that?
Well, you opened it up, right?
Did I cut it with that? I might have.
I don't know who's getting
I can't
older,
remember.
who's more senile here, but I'll just let you guys all know she's 50. you're 11 years younger than me or 15?
Yeah, so I'm like 30, I'm 29. To be 29 again.
Well, to be a younger age, but with wisdom that you have now. You know, they always have those movies, right, going back in time. And thank you.
You're welcome.
And I like the way she hands it to me.
Yeah.
Here.
No, I flipped the handle around.
It's on film.
Ooh, is this going to be a good day for her? I don't know.
It's a great day.
What's your intention, Dad, for your birthday year?
My intention for the year. You know, I think one thing is that a lot of people feel that at a certain age you're sort of done with your kind of like purpose, getting things done or whatever. And my parents are still alive. My dad was just in the hospital. And I think about how I want to be in a good, healthy position as I age, because Dana's a lot younger and I want to make sure I'm healthy. And as I'm eating donuts, right, you got to really think about that. Like, what do I want to do differently, intentionally, to have a long life, but be healthy in that long life? So mentally, physically, and spiritually, as we talk about those things. And, you know, I don't see myself retiring. So you look at that as well. Like, when do you retire? And,
Too many people need you.
well, and not only that, I think it keeps your brain going. I think people that don't have something to keep their brain active is really important. So I want to do that. And I do want to finish a few books. I've worked really hard to create this practice, this business. And I have great people like Elizabeth and Dana and Tango and different people that are really involved helping us create this. And it's really been interesting lately. We got an email recently from somebody that I worked with over 20 years ago, and where their ethics were then, and I feel like their ethics are still probably that way, but how they like to encroach on
What
women.
you're doing.
Yeah. Is it women? Is that what happens in,
Yeah, I don't know if it's,
is it, or
Well,
do men do that?
we talk a lot about, and this comes up for me, we talk a lot about the sisterhood thing, which really,
Oh my God.
is it good?
Sorry. I didn't mean to
We're on
interrupt,
this
but you were making
serious
coffee.
topic, and she's having a donut orgasm over there.
Okay. This is how I'm going to live a lot longer. Okay.
The sweetness of life.
Yes.
But yeah, we talk about the sisterhood, and we see it a lot. And this is something that we really try to educate on and remove from our thought process, because it's been so ingrained in us that women are so competitive with each other, and it's not like a regular competitive. It's not like everybody can rise together. It's, what do you have? I want it.
Right.
And that's what I feel like there's some people doing lately is, you know, what do you have? I want it. And it's not, it's in this industry, but it's every industry, right? It's women from all walks of life. They come in and they think they have to be competitive instead of supporting each other.
Yeah. Or asking, how do I get where you are? Or how do I create something that I like your vision. I like what you have created. How can I get there?
A little doggy burger.
I think that's really adorable.
They're gonna love it.
So I recently did a reading, and they asked if they should have another reading like in 6 months or a year. And I said, well, if you've had everything answered with the medium session, then there's no reason to come back unless you've had more people pass and you want to get more clarity or you think things weren't answered. And what they liked about that answer, it was that they knew I was the real deal because I had ethics.
Yeah.
And in my line of work, there are no certificates to receive, even though I've been vetted by organizations.
And tested
And
rigorously.
tested, yeah. So all through all that. But there, you have to make your own ethics. When you're a psychic medium, you have to decide what your ethics are and be able to stand behind those. And what I find is that when we're being encroached, is that the word we're kind of
Yeah.
using? And this is what we're seeing is this is happening multiple times recently, and then ones that did it years ago are coming back, emailing, wanting a reading, and even looking at their website, I'm seeing things that ethically,
Aren't right.
well, I'm seeing other things in it. So I guess this is the best advice. If you are seeking to talk to a medium, a psychic, really check their ethics. You know, where did they train? What is their, how are they showing up ethically?
You believe everyone's got psychic abilities, but true mediums with that real ability aren't easy to find. And you didn't train with anybody.
No.
So but you have been tested and vetted and had done over 60,000 readings.
Yeah.
Over the last 25 years. So there's a difference.
So the question is, when they say when someone copies you, it is flattery. I don't think of it as flattery.
Yeah. I wonder how people in other industries feel about that. Like if they would feel the same.
Well, it feels like stealing a little bit.
Yeah.
Or a lot.
A lot.
So what I truly believe and teach is that our life purpose is all about what we're here to learn. So it's not my abilities as a psychic and a medium. It has nothing to do with my purpose in life. My purpose is about the things that's happened to me, the abandonment, the judgment, the value, those type of things. So when these things are circling me, that's my opportunity to dig in and go, what am I supposed to learn from this?
I'm like having some pretty serious conversations lately about this because we've had these couple of situations in the last couple of months. What do you think obviously value, I know there's a few lessons in it, but for us
the
specifically
person I'm
for
thinking
you,
the person I'm thinking about, when it happened, when she crossed major boundaries 20 years ago, in one of my events, she was marketing her business, which was taking my business and shifting it to go under her at one of my events. And I never
so she was handing out cards and
flyers. And I'm watching this, and I didn't have it in me to stand up and say, this is inappropriate. First of all, you never asked. And I never followed up with her. I just kind of let it go. And I'm wondering if this is a second opportunity to have a voice. I was hired as her mentor to be able then to have a voice this time around and go, I'm just curious why you did that, and I'm looking at your site and you feel very established. What is it that I can provide? Because there is a little bit of, I'm going to use the word fear, but I'm apprehensive of sharing because what will that person do with that data or information?
You have to decide about the boundaries, I feel, but we recently talked about boundaries and how if you're in your power, you don't feel like you have to put a wall up. You don't feel like you have to have that boundary between you and other people. You can actually just
be. And if I think about a few of these that I brought in are surrounding me, it's on steroids saying, guess what? You've got to really look at this. And
so do you think it's because you're really being put out there?
Well, I think as
on a
we
bigger
are
scale?
expanding, I do need to probably practice some things. And I think whenever we're learning these life lessons, it's not about getting it right. It's about practicing to have more clarity. It's practicing so that you're more efficient. You're practicing to feel more empowered. Because we teach what's called a Soul's Contracts workshop, which is all about what we're here to learn. And what Dana always says when we're having an experience, we go, oh, this is an opportunity this is a teaching moment. This is another teaching moment. Because I take my life experiences and Dana's and
We share our life with,
to be able to help. I was told a while back, years ago,
Yay, look at you guys.
Happy birthday.
Oh my
happy birthday to
goodness.
you. We always talk about what a great teaching opportunity
Yeah.
to learn from and how we lean into something, and I always think about, okay, what is it that I'm supposed to learn with this? What is the triggers, as we talk about triggers from our past? And I don't want it to always be a trigger. And how do I
heal it?
Yeah, how do I heal it? And when people are crossing boundaries, or they are stealing your business, encroaching, whatever we want to call it, how can I look at that differently? How can I say something in a way that is supportive of them, but also
honoring of you?
Yeah, and it's not that clients can't go to other people, absolutely, but it was when it's not done in integrity. And I think when I see someone doing it with integrity, it's a very different situation.
So what would that look like?
They talk to me about it. Like, I've been talking to this person.
Seems so simple,
So
right?
simple, like, hey, I really want to work with this person. How are you feeling about that? You know, if you really want to help one of my students and you've connected with one of my clients, then there's respect along the way. And I think that would be in any line of work, any practice. But this was good. This was a good conversation this morning, and something I want to dig into.
Yeah.
But I think also what's important is that you get Elizabeth her coffee. I don't know, she might need her coffee.
Some coffee, Elizabeth. Let's do it. Okay.
Well, thank you for the beginning of my birthday celebration.
Yay, happy birthday.
We're gonna do more. Yay!